What is chemistry? Simply put, chemistry is the study of the composition of matter. Chemistry is everywhere and a part of everything. We've been studying chemical reactions and recreating them since man first arrived. There is evidence that early man had been using and controlling fire as much as 400,000 years ago. Is this our first chemist? In the late 1700s, Antoine Lavoisier developed our modern system of naming chemical substances while studying combustion. He determined that combustion could not happen without oxygen. It is in this way that the element oxygen was studied, found, and named by Antoine Lavoisier. With this system, we are able to identify and understand how things work together and react together to form new substances. In some ways, the periodic table of elements is like a giant ingredient list for everything. We're all engaging in chemistry all the time. You can be a home chemist whenever you cook, bake, or in this following example, make candy. Making candy is not easy unless you are very specific, use an exact candy thermometer, and measure ingredients precisely. All recipes start by dissolving sugar in water. This will make a syrup which will then need to be cooled off. The way we cool the syrup determines if crystals are formed, what type of candy we have. Finally, if you want to make rock candy, you need to let the syrup cool down over many days until large crystals form. If you want to make fudge, you need to stir the syrup constantly while cooking and a little bit after to inhibit the crystals from forming at all. If you want to make cotton candy or hard candy, the syrup has to cool quickly, which prevents the crystals from forming. To make hard candy, you mix sugar and water. Sugar is known as sucrose and is the result of a chemical reaction between glucose and fructose. Sucrose, glucose, and fructose come from sugarcane, beets, honey, fruit, and other plants. As a sugar solution is cooked and water boils away, which is a phase change, the sugar concentration rises. Candy makers must use a candy thermometer to accurately gauge this temperature change. The highest temperature that the sugar syrup reaches explains how the syrup will behave once cooled. Notice the different stages: soft ball stage for fudge, firm ball stage for caramel, hard ball stage for rock candy, soft crack stage for saltwater taffy, hard crack stage for lollipops, and caramelized sugar stage for pralined almonds. The sugar concentrations are highest as the temperatures get higher. The relationship between the temperature and water content is governed by the boiling point elevation chart. For hard candy, the temperature of the sugar syrup must reach 295 to 305 degrees Fahrenheit and cool really quickly. At this point, the state is considered plastic and can be rolled, shaped, and even stretched. Hard candy is often poured into molds, and then it gets wrapped, at which point it waits for some lucky person to eat it, which will start a whole new chemical reaction. Thanks for watching.